Let's move on to what might turn out to be a very interesting conversation. She's been at the helm of Eros International for more than 5 years. Jyoti Despande, who's definitely one of the main architects behind this Reliance Industries Eros transaction, which was announced late evening yesterday, and is now joining us to understand the contours of the deal and her future role at Reliance Industries as the head of its entire media and entertainment division. Jyoti, morning and welcome to Bloomberg Quint. All right. So just
hi. How are you? Thank you.
Okay. So Reliance is paying $48 million for a 5% stake in Eros International PLC, and additionally, there will be another 500 crores that Reliance will be investing in Eros International Media. So additionally, you all have also said that Eros International Media will itself bring in another 500 crores, up to 500 crores. So first of all, how do you plan to deploy these funds? What's the plan and strategy here?
Great. So first of all, the stake at the PLC level is more of alignment at the shareholder level. So it's less about the money and more about signaling a partnership. Eros International PLC already has about $140 million on its balance sheet. At the India level, what we're doing is setting up a joint venture company for content consolidation. RIL has signaled its plans to enter media and entertainment in a big way. So tying up with content partners such as Eros is part of their strategy, and it's our absolute privilege to be part of this partnership. So each party will contribute 500 crores each, and we will make films in Hindi, in regional languages. We'll make original content programming for digital, and do all kinds of content creative partnerships to try and consolidate the fragmented industry today and grow it to a much larger size. So that's the idea behind the partnership and the collaboration.
Sure. Jyoti, but will the parent company be infusing any money in the Indian subsidiary? Just want to try to understand the structure of how this entire thing will work.
So the parent, so if you disregard the strategic stake for a minute, the parent already has about $140 million of cash in its balance sheet. And even without this, the mechanism of India funding was always that the parent will give film advances to India. India will export overseas rights and worldwide digital rights to the parent, because Eros now is housed outside of India. And those used to be the normal ordinary course dealings between the parent and India anyway. So that won't change.
No, so just wanted to understand how Eros International Media will bring in its share of 500 crores corpus to this joint venture, and will it be via equity or debt? Or how will you bring in this 500 crores?
So Eros India has effectively, it exports international rights to the parent, and the parent pays for those rights. That's how it's normally been funding its operations. It has local debt, which it has facilities that it can enhance further. So the group is self-sufficient for its needs, even without the equity infusion.
Jyoti, good morning. You know, when it comes to this particular corpus, do we have any timelines that you're working with? From what we understand is that Reliance Industries will already bring their sum of around 500 crores within the span of next, couple of months, or 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. That, and my next question would also have to do with, has a scouting process for opportunities to, actually put this fund into play already begun? And if not, when does that process start too?
So ASAP, we're raring to go. So we'll get this on the ground as soon as possible. We've already, the calls have started coming in. Talent wants to work with both companies, so it's a win-win. And we'll announce the first few deals of this partnership very, very soon.
I also wanted to understand the opportunity that you guys see in the digital space. We've been talking to a lot of analysts recently, and they said that the digital space is still in an extremely nascent stage in India. How are you envisioning the industry to grow, and how do you see your role in this area?
So I'm going to answer with the Eros hat. So Eros now has already got over 5 million paying subscribers. It's got over 75 million registered users. It's one of the leading OTT platforms. And if you sort of look at just the movie space, Eros now totally dominates. There's no other OTT service quite like it. And the kind of traction that we're enjoying on all the telcos, not just Jio, but also Airtel and Idea, etc., is amazing. And almost 50-60% of their movie consumption comes from Eros now. So we're going to build on that. And with this joint venture, which will ensure that digital rights come to both the partners for exploitation on our respective OTT platforms, it will give us a huge competitive advantage, and allow Eros now to grow leaps and bounds.
Just one clarification here. So none of the funds that are coming in will be deployed to reduce debt either at the parent or the Indian subsidiary level.
No, because effectively our net debt is very less. We've got already enough cash on our balance sheet. We did a round of financing in December, which we announced. So in just as late as December, we did a $100 million convertible bond at the PLC level. So we have, like I said, in excess of $140 million already. We're comfortable with our debt position. We had repaid some of the RCF already. We have about $90 million of debt at the India level, which is not very high. We have additional headroom of undrawn facilities at the India level as well. So this is we're going to invest in growth for the next couple of years.
Jyoti, has Reliance envisaged any sort of interest, or is there any option that they will raise their stake from above that 5% level sometime in the future?
No, I think it's signaling a partnership, and we would be happy to sort of work with them closer. And if over the course of that journey it ends up that we end up selling more stake to them, then that'll take its natural course.
Okay, Jyoti, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining us and giving us your perspective on this new alliance that you guys have, and which also wish you all the best for your new role in Reliance Industries as well. We will be, keeping track of what you actually do there as well, and we also look forward to, getting back in a conversation with the updates on, the media industry as a whole in general. So all the best to you.